I'm Thomas Riddle, and I'm a storyteller, and we're just taking a little bit of a drive today. So how do I define myself? Well, first and foremost, I'm a writer by profession. But really, I think of myself more as a storyteller. It doesn't matter the medium. Whether it's a news article, a short story, a play, or even a piece of marketing material. I'm always trying to tell a story that captivates an audience. For the past couple of years, I've been working on a television pilot script. It's a science fiction drama that started out as a thought experiment. Years ago, I was watching Star Trek and I thought, what if the show wasn't about Captain Kirk? What if we'd been watching the show wrong? What if the show was actually about Lieutenant Uhura and watching her as she kind of moved up the ranks? And that thought experiment has grown beyond that original inspiration into its own beast. And I've written several drafts of the script already, and I'm hopefully getting to a point where it's just about finished, or at least at a point where I can abandon it, because no art is truly finished; it's just abandoned. So for me, my favorite piece of equipment is my MacBook. Well, anything with a keyboard, really. There's something very visceral about the experience of typing on keys for me, that it engages my creativity in a different way than, say, using paper and pencil or pen does. I type fast and I type hard, almost as if I'm laying track, trying to stay ahead of the train of thoughts that I'm having. So I'm able to work faster than if I were to work longhand. Well, my favorite project that I recently made was a branding project I did for UX Pin, the startup I just finished working with this year. I worked with videographers, I worked with designers, and different marketers to craft an entire campaign for the company's redesign. And I was able to really, tell an engaging, emotional story. And it was great to be able to work with these other teams of this entire team of creatives who just took my vision, my initial concepts, and made them into a reality that I couldn't do on my own. Well, the skill I most want to learn, I guess, is directing for a film. Because apparently, when I write scripts, that's what I get told is, do you want to be a director? But no, seriously, I've watched other friends do it, but I'm not much of a filmmaker, and I can write scripts, but I really don't know a lot about the actual mechanics of filmmaking. I'm not saying that I want to direct myself, but I would like to learn more about the more technical aspects of that process. But then again, I'm a control freak, so that might be the next logical step.